Surveillance video shows a dark green Subaru come to a stop in traffic on Chicago Avenue near Homan around 3:30 in the afternoon. A silver Cadillac quickly pulls up alongside the Subaru. That's when it appears the driver of the Cadillac exits her car. The video then shows the Subaru driver open her door and get out. Chicago police say a fight broke out in an apparent road rage incident and shots were fired by one of the drivers.
And I'm seeing someone not moving, laying in the street, and then I called 911 and said, I'm sure somebody just got shot.
Evidence markers covered at least 3 shell casings in the road near the cars. Dave Sartori happened to be driving by and heard the shots.
I mean, I'm guessing they were 10 to 20 feet away.
Pretty
And
close range.
3 or 4 shots means they probably would have hit her 3 or 4 times.
Chicago police say a 36-year-old woman was shot several times in the chest. She was taken to Mount Sinai Hospital where she later died. A 27-year-old woman is now in police custody. Police say a weapon was also recovered.
Someone on scene is doing CPR on the female victim.
And as officers caught up with the shooter, dispatch audio suggests the 27-year-old is a licensed firearm and concealed carry owner.
She does have a valid FOID, CCL, and DL.
So far, charges have not been filed, and the identity of the victim will be released by the medical examiner. Charlie DeMar, CBS News, Chicago.
Crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. Road rage turned into murder. Chiraq, a.k.a. Chicago. What do you know? Are you shocked? You shouldn't be. This is a common occurrence in Chiraq, aka Chicago. This happens all the time, and yet there's nothing being done about it. Absolutely nothing. And I'm gonna get into that here in a second because Mayor Brandon Johnson, the Democrat mayor of Chiraq, said something that was quite interesting that I think you guys are gonna want to hear. But here's some more coverage of that entire situation.
Witnesses say this all unfolded from what seemed to be a road rage incident between a group of people. Police tell us a physical fight broke out before shots were fired, leaving a woman hit multiple times and taken here to Mount Sinai Hospital, where she died.
I didn't assume it was shots until I got maybe like real close, like right here, and I'm seeing someone not moving, laying in the street.
A maze of crime tape and at least 3 evidence markers paint a violent picture that unfolded at Chicago and Homan Avenues in the city's Humboldt Park neighborhood.
Just screaming, crying, and hugging a dead body.
Detectives focusing their investigation on these 2 vehicles stopped in the middle of the street.
I heard people arguing, so when I turned around, I seen 2 girls, and they were just about to get physical. And then one girl was screaming, and another guy, and then the guy got in. Then I heard another lady's voice. Next thing you know, it's pa 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 pa.
Police say it happened just after 3:30 Friday afternoon when a fight broke out in traffic. That's when investigators tell us a 27-year-old woman pulled out a gun and shot a 36-year-old woman multiple times in the chest. She later died at the hospital.
But right there in the middle of the street, in the middle of the day, that is very strange.
We need to change this, man. You know, this is too bad.
Police say the alleged shooter was taken into custody on scene, where a gun was also recovered. Charges are...
What a darn shame, man. What a darn shame. And I'm not laughing at that situation, obviously. The clip I'm about to show you is just some of the most ridiculous stuff I've seen. What you're about to witness is Mayor Brandon Johnson, this gentleman here. He is the mayor of Chicago after Lori Lightfoot, which I'm sure you guys remember her, Beetlejuice. But yeah, he is the current mayor of Chicago, and he got a question, and take a listen to his answer. Check it out.
Mayor Johnson, last week I sat in this very seat and I warned you that Juneteenth is historically one of the most violent days for whatever reason in the city of Chicago. You dismissed that. I asked you if Donald Trump, the president of the United States, if you would reach out to him for some kind of help or assistance. Again, you dismissed that. You said that you're the mayor, right? You said that Donald Trump was a massive failure or something to that effect. And now we have seen the results. 40 plus people shot, a dozen plus people murdered in the city of Chicago on Juneteenth, the weekend with the Obama Library.
You heard that right. On Juneteenth, over 40 people were shot and over a dozen of them died. One day. One day, one city. Okay? You heard that correctly.
All the other wonderful things happening. And the people of Chicago, the real people, are asking me if you are aware, if you're even paying attention, if you're the massive failure. Perhaps you're the massive failure in this equation, and not the president, who, by the way,
William, is that
has
your question?
Thank you for your
the
question.
president of the United States has reached out again.
Well, thank you for your question.
Donald Trump has said
So,
he's willing to help.
what
Will
you're asking-
you
William,
at
Mayor
long last accept his support?
I appreciate you
Well, if you
taking
could
some
let me
time.
ask the question, I'd be
You
willing.
have. You said
Okay.
that real
Will
people
you
of
accept his
Chicago.
help now?
Well, you asked two questions.
No.
Then. Your first question was, just want to make sure that I'm repeating what you said.
Okay.
Your first
Okay.
question was centered around, and it's a very lousy attempt of what you're trying to conflate, but your first question was essentially around who takes responsibility, right? And then your
Right.
second question is the help that's needed from the federal government. So I'll answer both of them. And so, look, it's very clear that as it relates to community safety, that the President of the United States of America has done nothing to help secure safe communities across this country. He's done nothing to do that. In fact, if you look specifically at his so-called black agenda, he has not delivered on one promise. You can't say that you believe in creating safe communities and then literally undermine all of the efforts that create safer communities. That's why he's a failure. It's not just he's just a failure. He's a doty individual, right? And so because of that, to answer your first question, the responsibility, of course, is on all of us. Here's a responsibility that I continue to take. Driving a community safety plan that removes guns from the streets of Chicago, driving a community safety plan that actually invests in the communities that this president refuses to invest in, driving a community safety plan that ensures that our local police department has the tools that they need to ultimately hold people accountable is why we have seen positive trends. Now, of course, there's more work to be done. That work is not going to be accomplished through social media. The failure of this administration is that he is more interested in tweeting or posting evil and inhumane projections of people and our humanity than he is actually willing to put money into the very communities that he ostensibly offers some degree of care for. But the fact of the matter is this: there's no administration in this city that has contributed more to keeping people safe. Is there more work to be done? Absolutely. Has this president undermined our work? He most certainly has. Again, this is an individual that is more interested in removing voting rights protections. He's more interested in calling for investigations or reducing the ability to investigate civil rights violations, right? It's not just simply about his abject failure. It's about his overwhelming interest in coordinating the upward transfer of wealth into the hands of the ultra rich at the expense of everyday people. That's what he has failed to do, because, well, that's what he has done. His failure, of course, is in defunding the very efforts that ultimately can keep people safe.
Thank you,
My follow-up
William.
question,
Thank you.
second question is simply this.
You've already asked two questions.
You see why I wanted to play that clip? The violence in Chicago is Trump's fault. The violence is Trump's fault. Even though Trump has offered to help, offered to send in the troops, we clear this up. We can get this cleaned up. We can march through the streets and arrest all these criminals. Oh yeah, with ease. He's offered to help to clean this up, And yet it is Trump's fault that it ain't cleaned up. When Mayor Brandon Johnson has denied any type of help. But somehow it's still Trump's fault. You see how delusional these folks are? They will blame Trump for anything and everything under the sun. Anything and everything. I mean, you just heard it. Their Trump derangement knows no end. I'm so serious. That is just absolutely ridiculous, but it's a Democrat for you. I guess what else could you expect from these folks, you know? Condolences to the family in that tragedy. You know, that definitely sucks. And condolences to the dozens of people who lost their lives on Juneteenth as well in Chirac. It's crazy, man. And somehow that's Trump's fault. Y'all get into the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.